at home at the Ekana in a game that has been dubbed by my colleague Siddharth as Delhi Super Giants versus Delhi Capitals, and it is the Delhi Super Giants which have underwhelmed. Plenty of questions to ask. In fact, a lot of it is baffling. You have an 87-run opening partnership and then have a bit of a collapse, and then Rishabh Pant. Let's start with that only. Let's try and answer. What did you make of Rishabh Pant's own demotion? Batting him at number 7, he came today?
That's
number
right.
7. Even the impact sub in Ayush Badoni, who was actually taken as an impact sub as an afterthought. When you go with this impact sub, it's basically for, I don't think I will need a batter. So I'm batting first. I will go with a batter less because my top order will do the job. In an emergency situation, I'll get the impact sub. Else, I'll go with that extra bowler. That's what most teams do with this strategy, which Lucknow had done. I'm not saying the strategy is bad. It's a good strategy. Most teams do it. But then I've never seen any team get their impact sub ahead of their own captain, who's playing primarily as a top order.
2 reasons. Either he's still not confident about his own batting, and on that surface he couldn't get the big hits, or he's too inspired by MS Dhoni.
I was just going to say, when you say the first reason, I said maybe there's another reason. He idolizes MS.
He is totally, I mean, he's the student.
But he must remember MS at the age of 43 is doing it when his knees are not working. Rishabh's knee after the accident have been perfectly, absolutely fine. He's running.
Unless, of course, he's playing the final of a T20 World Cup.
Or the game is at a crunch situation where you need to break the momentum, like he did in one more game.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, in
He
the
did.
IPL, during the IPL as well.
Back injury, I think.
Yeah, but
something
I think a smart move, if I'm just looking at as a
move.
captain, just as a captain, if he's the captain, he realizes that he's not striking the ball so well. So he decided to send, because Abdul Samad came in the 11.2, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, Samad, I'll still agree. He should have come after. By the way, I thought when Nicholas Pooran got out, a lefty should have come in. In a Rishabh Pant.
Yes.
But I think the reason to do that was that you were at 11 overs and your score was somewhere about 89, 90. So you were definitely a little behind par, because I think
11 over, you were 100, boss.
no.
11.299.
You were 87 around the 10th over, I think.
Yeah.
So
87,
11th,
you were
there,
11th
11th over, you're 99.
10 overs, 87. The next 10 have yielded only 72 runs.
So you were there when he had to come. You were sitting on 100 runs at 11
Maybe
over.
Abdul Samad sent to give more acceleration.
Okay, fine. I'll still say, but after that, especially when you've kept Badoni only in an emergency scenario, you could have very well come in there and you wouldn't have needed a Badoni if he had got those 30 odds, and you could have gone with an extra bowler.
But with Badoni, they did the same thing last time as well.
Yeah, but I agree. No, but that last time they had a collapse. They needed it. This last time even a Rishabh Pant had gotten out. Today you didn't need it. No, your impact sub could have been another bowler. Now
Mayank
they will
Yadav.
just,
See, now you have 5 regular bowlers
now
plus a Markram.
Mayank cannot come in.
Yeah, Mayank cannot
Mayank
come
could
in
have been
now.
able to come
Exactly.
in had an Ayush Badoni not batted, and Rishabh was there. I agree that okay, if even Rishabh would have been out, then you don't want to go to a Shardul, so understandable. Then Ayush comes in and you sacrifice. Now what you've done is you have underutilized yourself as captain. You've got Ayush Badoni, and now you only have to live with those 5 bowlers because Mayank cannot come in.
Now
Today-
you will at least have to have Shardul bowl 2 to 3 overs and have Markram then finish the other 2-3, because Shardul right now is one of your 5 specialist bowlers. That's how you'll have to look at it. And your 6th bowler is Aiden Markram. You've really, I don't get the logic over there. And I agree with Nikhil when he says that Badoni you should have gone to if Rishabh Pant was also dismissed. Because it is only a crisis call when a team batting first uses its impact sub as a batter.
Yeah.
A team,
No.
That is what common logic says.
I think they did the same thing. What you remember, Gujarat Titans also did.
Yes,
once.
I agree.
Yeah.
But how they do it is that most teams in batting time will take an extra batter and bowling they change. Gujarat also did it. I agree. But you go with one batter less, you want to keep but you're not getting my point. You had the chance. What is
you
the
had the chance
purpose
to
of
not
doing
utilize
this?
it as well,
This purpose is that I can get 6 regular bowlers and I may need 6 regular bowlers, whereas my batters may be underutilized. I may not use them. So why pack my team with batting? That's what they did.
And Gujarat-
But then you've used your impact sub when you didn't need to use it.
And
That's what my point
Gujarat
is.
did it because primarily, as we've discussed here multiple times, bulk of their run scoring they anyway done by the top
Yeah,
3,
that's
4.
what they could. They had the
So you
liberty
had
to
the
do
liberty.
that.
So instead of in my 11, if there are 5 regular bowlers and a 6th bowler, as an impact sub, it gives me an option of bringing a specialist 6th bowler, and then I have 7 bowling options to look at if things get tricky. And I rather have that as an option if I'm the captain than have this present combination that I'm forced to go with, because I can't understand when is it that a batter will then believe that, especially somebody who in the Indian team is used to batting in the top half, doesn't go out and bat when his team is 4 down, and I don't get that logic at all.
See,
It's only because
today,
he's not timing the ball very good, and he realizes that because he could have come in the 11th over, he would have realized that now it's time to accelerate, and maybe because he was not in the best of the forms, it would have been very difficult to come and do that as soon as he would have come. So he wanted to send somebody who's more capable of striking the ball from the first ball, and because of that, you sent
That's a
everybody
shocking
there.
admission. He is admitting that everyone, including an Abdul Samad and an Ayush Badoni, who by the way do not have the same pedigree as a Rishabh Pant. Yes, Rishabh may not be in form, but there's a huge difference in the quality there, and it's an admission that I'm not striking as
Yeah,
much as
that's
them.
true. What else is it?
today you have totally destroyed what is the role clarity. Samad and Badoni are not accumulators; they are dashers towards the death.
That is why they were sent ahead.
There was no need for Rishabh Pant to demote himself because it was an ideal situation.
14th over, last ball of the 13th over, if Marsh is getting out, that was an ideal scenario for Rishabh Pant to be
He
walking
should have
in.
come where
When Puran fell,
yeah, exactly.
when Puran
In the
fell,
11.2 overs,
If,
he should be
even
there.
if you're looking at making a minor tweak, not beyond that point, I'm
no,
saying, and it's not
even
too
Samad. Even when Samad came in, you should have been coming in at that time. But okay, then when Samad falls, at least that time you come in.
because now Rishabh Pant's again, and if I remember that stat correctly, this is only the first time since 2016 that he's batting at a position 7 or lower. All through these years in the IPL, Rishabh Pant's not batted at number 7.
But he did not even bat in the game one more game.
He
where
wants
they
to tick all boxes. He's open. Number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's
But there was
done
this
it all.
one more game, right?
He wants
where
to do all.
they got a really good start and he didn't come to bat. He did the same thing. Badoni, Samad, Miller, everyone came and he did not come to bat.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it in this season.
I do. He did the same thing when Miller. We can check once Lucknow games. I remember, and that day also we had this conversation, the same conversation. When it was a day game, when Rishabh Pant did not come to bat, he promoted everybody else.
Yeah.
Can we check once?
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
it?
that's happened. That's
Yeah,
happened
that's
because this was
happened.
also the time where we were saying that Rishabh needs to bat either as an opener or in the top 3, 4.
Was it LSG KKR?
Even if that was the case, I can't remember. Even if that is the case, how does that justify what happened today?
No, it just what I'm trying to say that this has been done earlier as well. So, this
So
is
what happened earlier as well?
that he
if
did
you've
not, he
done-
promoted all of them.
So if
ahead
it's
of himself.
happened earlier as
That
well-
means he does not believe that he is the power hitters in the team.
What
There
is he
is-
then? What is he?
There is no belief in the Lucknow Super Giants batting lineup. Simple. It's the top 3. That's it. That is why he's gone on to this desperate move that, okay, I will give myself some buffer. I'll promote Badoni and Samad without realizing that their roles are not for the middle overs. It's definitely not for the middle overs. Samad, okay, when was the last time he had a good total when he batted well? When he batted in the death. Death, my friends, that is the key word, not middle overs. Now, Nicholas Puran, ideally you want left to left.
Yeah.
What stopped the Rishabh Pant? Either he is not confident or he's like, okay, I think I messed up in my batting. I'll give buffer. I'll be the buffer. I'll promote the others.
Yeah,
up.
this was KKR game. He did not come to bat. Puran 87 and then Samad came and then Miller came. Rishabh Pant did not come out to bat.
But again, when did those guys fall in the KKR LSG game?
But was Badoni impact sub at that time who came much later?
No.
Then
He didn't but even Badoni didn't come. Miller and Samad was promoted.
This is a
That
captain
is
not
because-
taking enough responsibility
Yeah,
then. I'm sorry to say that. Yes, I know Rishabh Pant comes in with a lot of fan following and comes in with a lot of reputation and pedigree. But I
See,
as
that
long as there's
game-
cricketing logic.
plus that game, he's gotten only a Miller and a Samad to finish the game off because Puran has got 87, so they've batted 3/4 of the innings and the last bit is left. So you've got, then I can understand. Here at the halfway stage, your wickets are falling. Doesn't make sense.
It is a blunder update in the list that we have put out. This is the biggest blunder.
I agree. Maybe you should have done the You should do the dugout again. Rewind.
Part 2.
Part 2, yes. That is what. See, this is an epic blunder. That means he's not confident with his own batting. He's not confident about his middle order batting also. He's not confident about his batting unit. It's as simple as that. So that is why I am really, really sorry. This is a blunder that's going to cost Lucknow Super Giants in a big, big way.
But this question takes me back to another dugout that we did. That is this the only does Lucknow Super Giants rely way too much on 1, 2, and 3? If Nicholas Pooran and one of the openers does not fire, this is how they end up more often.
But
than
that
not.
is to be in a better position than only relying on one. They started the IPL with relying on only one. That was Nicholas Pooran. Luckily, Mitch Marsh had a good IPL, so they reached a stage where they were relying on 2. Now Markram has come into form, so they're in even a better situation.
But
where
There is
Markram
some
is out of
truth.
form.
I remember us doing the.
still happy.
I
Three
remember us making the
batters.
stats the other day as well on the dugout, where we saw that those couple of losses that they faced in the season to begin with had all coincided with Nicholas Pooran not firing on those particular days. Today could just be another addition to that list, and there is that reliance on Nicholas Pooran because somebody who's used to scoring 50, 60 off the 180, 200 runs that you score so often, if those 60 runs are wiped off, who's then getting you to those 200 run total? And today, I don't think this 159 is going to be challenging enough for Delhi. The pitch doesn't seem to have any demons. In fact, it looked very good for batting to begin with, and you must credit Akshar Patel, I think, for applying that chokehold, because they were running away LSG at one point.
Mukesh, for those double wickets
He
that he
was
got.
reverse swinging it.
Yes.
Ball was reverse swinging 14th over.
That Marsh wicket.
Yeah,
That
reverse.
happens with bowlers who don't have that much pace, right?
Yeah.
Gives more time in the air.
No, but people who have pace, Waqar
Yeah,
Yunus had
they also
amazing
do
pace.
But
Wasim Akram had
but
pace.
People who were less,
Akhtar.
who were a little slow. Have it
Akhtar as well.
naturally. Have it naturally, na.
Stark, yeah, Stark's been doing it.
I mean, a conventional swing, I agree, needs a little bit less pace, slightly slower works. But reverse, even at peak pace,
Bumrah can also reverse swing.
yeah. But conventional swing requires a little bit of.
There is something in Mitchell Stark
Conserve.
does something else that it tips a little late. Some seam position, and I don't exactly, I'll demonstrate it now without a ball, but he holds the seam like this that it dips at the last moment. Akash Chopra was showing it.
Very nice.
So,
Questions,
Nice to hear that you are consuming a lot of cricket content.
I'm just telling you, it just dips at
Okay.
last.
Dhanush says 43-year-old Dhoni is not afraid to bat. He is the real X factor.
I know. And look at where the X factors are for both their teams.
Mr. Thakur is saying, Nikhil bhai, your team is blaming Dhoni. He's 43-year-old with half a knee. But what is Pant's excuse? Does he even deserve a place in the Indian T20 team? He doesn't even show courage. I mean, you'll have to agree with what the current form that he's showing as a batter. It will be
Miles away from the Indian team.
I remember us saying this multiple times when the Rishabh Pant thing has come up. He's been up against Sanju Samson, Ishan Kishan at various points in the past, then against KL Rahul, and now he's fighting for a spot with Jitesh. We've clubbed together all those names as well, and we've oftentimes said that Rishabh Pant isn't doing enough to push the boundary, to push his own case. There are others who've come and taken the pie, and he's still leaving a lot to be desired. And now, earlier, though, what used to happen was you would say that no, look at his IPL numbers, they still make for a better reading than his international numbers. Right now, you can't even say that, and that's not good for him personally.
Karun Nair opening.
okay. Akash Bhardwaj is saying proud of Akshar from 82 for no loss to 159 for 6. Mukesh and Chamira did a great job. That's true.
True.
AJ, thank you. We got your mithai. Thank you so much. AJ kept his word. Lovely Kalakand
Thank
and
you.
Jalebis he sent us. We enjoyed it. Congratulations to your sister once again. He has a question. He says, I think today the iconic scenes between the LSG owners and KL Rahul will happen again if LSG loses. But then the scenes will be very different, no? KL will be the winner in this case. But he says, Pant seemed animated, like he was not happy with the decision.
He really took off his helmet and stormed off.
Which
Rishabh
decision?
Pant.
He was bold, na?
Yeah.
Which decision was he not happy
I
with?
think either the demotion or something.
Motion, though.
Or the shot selection.
Ooh.
Porel.
Slow on that. Very slow on that.
Shardul can crank it up, huh?
Yep, Lord.
He
for
was
a
happy about his own decision to send him that low. No, I think
reason.
he
The
was,
execution, short execution.
He's just
maybe.
frustrated and nothing's really happening.
nothing,
Yeah.
that 4 didn't come, so he just left.
Everything, and knowing that this total may not be enough.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You know who would be the team that would be happy with the result would be MI.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would want Delhi to.
Keep going up.
Wouldn't it have made
And-
any difference? Because see, one team winning today would have anyway gotten to 12.
No, but
Lucknow is fifth
Because Delhi
now.
played a game less.
Then it becomes, Delhi will also be at 10 points in 8 games. Then you would have a Lucknow also.
Lucknow have 9 matches, 10.
Yes, so then another team comes into the mix. Now it makes
Lucknow
it
just
tough.
5 more games left after this.
Yes.
Yep, they have. And MI play LSG again, so that's why.
And Delhi play RCB on Saturday,
Yes. They do.
27th.
27th, yeah. DC play RCB and KKR. Back to back.
Today win and one more win, I think we'll be okay then. Now the aim after winning today should be to finish top 2.
You leave it. Scaredy cat, both of them.
The
now they are
whole
going to
format-
lose. Delhi is going to lose.
The
Delhi.
whole knockout format was changed for only Delhi Capitals. And you didn't utilize it for 8 years. So,
Okay, Thakur says, Nikhil bhai, on a serious note, tell your honest views. Things are getting suspicious in the IPL. Jurel can't score 8 runs in an over. Pant doesn't want to come to bat. Looks like MI will come in the top 4. I don't believe in, honestly, I am giving my honest opinion. I don't look at conspiracy theories. The thing is, in this IPL, as we discussed in our dugout, I think team have neutralized each other by doing one blunder after the other. So he's saying, okay, you will do it, I will do it too. You can do a blunder, I will also do it. They're all trying,
Hold my beverage.
to outdo each other doing those blunders. And in fact, MI was also that team when they were losing. I think they've now corrected a few things. So I don't look at these conspiracy theories, but see, the reason people fear an MI is because genuinely they have the team. It's just that they were not coming together to perform as a unit. That was the issue. Otherwise, that team on paper does deserve to be one of the top 4 teams. And now they are playing to potential. Even now I think it's going to be very tough for them. Because the situation is such that they will run into some good teams, top teams like a Delhi they have to face, like a Punjab they will have to face. Now these are dangerous teams that will make it
plus
tough.
LSG also in one more game.
Yeah, LSG, Gujarat, the
GT,
team that
yes,
informed.
yes.
So they have 3
Delhi,
tough games
15.
towards the end. Like with 3 teams that are right now on top of the table. So
They have to play all 3. They have to play Gujarat, Delhi, and Punjab. All 3 are in the top half right now.
Exactly what I said. Their finish is very tough.
Yeah, and those 3 are exactly their last 3 matches. So those 6 points will be very tough for Mumbai. Those last 6 points.
They'll have a bit of a breather now, but they got one easy game against Chennai. They may consider the game against Sunrisers to be an easier one, considering how Sunrisers
This
has
will
been
be a
this
banana
season.
peel. LSG at Ekana.
But I'll still give MI an edge. So assuming they still do it, but then the 3 games are tough games, right? With teams that are performing at the top level.
Imagine the Mumbai then they're already on a 3-match winning
LSG will be at
streak.
Wankhede, not
3-match
one's
winning
already done.
streak. They're up against Hyderabad. They're not looking very good right now. So that makes it 4-4.
Yeah.
And when Mumbai shows you this kind of form, it reminds you of vintage Mumbai.
2014.
Yeah.
True. They can actually make it 6 in a row, but I think after that, because
Yeah, Lucknow.
If they
Lucknow
win
is there.
1,
But
2, they'd already
LSG
won 8.
But LSG will be in Wankhede. So that gives them the edge. The one win that they have is at
so
Wankhede.
I'm giving it to MI that game, and then they have a Rajasthan, another win coming their way. So 3 wins for the taking.
They can very well
But
aim
after that,
And by chance, if they make it to the playoffs, then
no. But then after that, tough games also. If you go by form today,
I'm saying in the playoffs.
can always be a switch. You lose to a lower ranked team and then win against a higher ranked one as well. Possible.
Because I think they have to win now. How many? There are 6 games remaining. They have to win 4. Have to. Mumbai.
Yeah.
Mumbai have to win 4 out of 6.
That will just take them to 16.
16.
But
Yeah,
that
that'll
also
keep them in the fray, no?
That will keep them in the fray, but against
See,
16,
they'll
I don't
cancel
think this
certain
time.
teams. MI, LSG, MI, PBKS, they'll cancel each other. no, in that
16
sense.
won't guarantee them.
Yeah, but they'll
And
be in
if
the fray.
Lucknow loses today, then they need to win 3 out of the next 5.
Possible. But again, they'll cancel each other out. That's why the team. So that
And if Delhi wins, Delhi will have to win 2 more out of the 7 more games, that 6 more games that they'll play.
6. Yeah, 6.
No, you will still be scared only.
No. I want to finish now top 2.
Now, suddenly.
It still doesn't
You
solve.
are saying they're peaking too early, the one dip will come, and this, and they will lose 5 games in a row.
It still doesn't help. Top 2, top 1, it still doesn't finish. It still doesn't help you.
Top 2 helps a lot, Sidvi sir.
Okay, so that you can lose twice.
End of the day,
but
you will lose.
at least getting a
gives
chance.
you a better
Can you
You
believe?
can sleep for 1 more day peacefully.
Look, in your entire playoff career, the only team you have beaten no other team, you have beaten only the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Ever in the
You
history of
lost to
playoffs.
Mumbai on both occasions.
Yes.
Daring
And
call,
over
huh?
4 times, I
Digvesh
think
comes
he
in the second over only. But he has to go for the juggler. He has no option. Get wickets early is your only option. So he's gone with his trump card this season.
In the match winner. For that.
Yeah, that's right. So he's done the right thing.
He was in our emerging players list
What-
as well.
What KKR weren't doing yesterday, bowling Moeen Ali when you need wickets. You have Naren and a Varun Chakravarti, and you are bowling 3 overs of Moeen Ali.
So Mirage Rules is saying that LSG will win. DC all out for 135. Wow.
Will be an upset.
We'll
from
remember your comment if that is to happen. Anyone else who thinks LSG wins this?
No, I've changed. I have flipped. I predicted LSG. I am going with DC.
Everyone predicted LSG other than me. These 2 Delhi fans had given up. No. Today we have that feeling. It is not going to be.
We didn't have a good feeling when we came here.
Genuinely
Nerves.
didn't.
Today it was about
Because
nerves.
I feel whenever I'm stressing too much about the game, it ends up in a loss.
You've got 2 stressful games coming up after this.
No. After this, nothing stress.
DC, RCB, DC, KKR are not stressful.
That's going on now. That is also a
Some
battle that's
luck,
going
I must say, Akshar Patel's had off late, and this season he's been very lucky with the toss. He's winning quite a lot of
on.
tosses.
You need lots of things to win the IPL.
I agree. Tosses, you need to be. Otherwise, your name needs to be Rohit Sharma, and you need to be representing the Indian team.
Unless you are
Only then.
RCB. Tosses alone don't win you games.
Okay, final comment. Thakur again. He says, looks like Punjab will be happy. They'll put a social media post again.
Yeah. But I hope KL Rahul, if the situation comes there, I hope he scores the winning runs.
Oh, social media will be on fire. Fire.
Okay, guys. Take care. Bye. See you
See you post match.
Match.
as soon as the last ball is bowled. We'll be live. Bye.
Bye bye.